Hello, this is going to be part 2 of my watercolor collection. Part 1, I did a show and tell of my pans and tube watercolors. This one's going to feature the pencils. And what I'll do, I'll start with the most budget friendly of the lot. Here in this tin, isn't this cute? Scottish Wild Kittens, pure butter shortbread shape. So these were good. The cookies were good, but I bought it for the tin. Anyway, I keep my kitty pencils in here. Start with these. These are Artist Loft Fundamental. Do have color names. This is clay yellow. There's 24 in this set, and they were only $5. An interesting fact about this brand, I got them at Michael's, and Michael's also sells another Artist Loft watercolor pencil that's sold in a clear plastic box, and that one was over $10 for 24. And this one, the fundamentals come in a cardboard box. Well, I bought the other ones thinking they were probably going to be twice as good because they cost twice as much. Nope. They cost twice as much and they were twice as bad. So those ended up in the trash. These I only use occasionally now if I'm really looking for a really light shade in a blend. And I'll show you the swatch. This must be it here. There we go. You can see the ivory barely shows up, as does the light yellow. The light brown, that's you can barely see that. That looks like a, you know, an off-white. And there's their medium brown. Now there are some in here, some shades in here I really like. I like this dark green. This is pretty. And I like the olive and the carmine. So there are a few good colors in here. The other downside, though, I've had sharpening issues with them. Just like the next brand I'm going to show you, the Crayolas. Now this is a very nice budget pencil. I really like these. The only downside is the wood quality. Look at that. Now this is actually 2 sets of 12. It's interesting. I found a 24 set at a stationer's recently, but I had just purchased a small set of an artist grade one. I thought, no, you know, I can mix these and make nice colors with them, which I did here. I got a nice violet color, use a magenta and sky blue, and I got this using magenta and violet, red and black. So you can make nice colors with this set. And I believe I used these, scratching them on a textured surface and then mixing them. This set here are Royal Lang Nickel. I got these at Five and Below. They're better quality than the Artist Loft ones, but I think I like Crayolas better. But I haven't had much for sharpening issues with them, so they're not bad. And this is a 12 set. Now, Yeah, that's a Crayola white. These 6 I got at the Dollar Tree. And they're not bad. I was surprised. In fact, I used a couple of the colors on a coloring page that ended up being my most favorited coloring on Instagram for last year. They're nothing to write home about, don't get me wrong. They're not as good as Crayola, but I would say they're better than the Artist Loft ones. So that's those, and I think I have a swatch of those too. Yeah, right here. Those are the Dollar Tree ones. Any cheap pencil like that, you can still see a lot of the etching marks when you apply water. And these are the Royal Langnickel. You compare that to the Crayola. You can see Crayola wins in the budget-friendly watercolor pencil category. I like them. Alright. Okay. In this case, I have 2 sets. One are Staedtler, and they're the tri-barrel. And there's not that much information on these, except they are 3-sided. They have Staedtler, but that's it. And a little water brush symbol. No numbers, no names. But I was impressed with them when I bought them. I first bought a 12 set at Michael's, and I liked them so well. I got some Christmas money and bought the 24 set. I'll talk about this one in a minute. These are the Staedtler. I like them. They're a good watercolor pencil. They are a bit on the pricier side for, student grade though. You have to. I got the set I bought at Michael's cost as much as the 24 set I got on Amazon. There's the swatches. And this pencil here are Reeves. I got the 36 set. Same thing with the Staedtler. It's got Reeves and no other information. I manually numbered the pencils so I could do a swatch. Now these pencils were not as costly as the Staedtlers, and they're not as vibrant. But I use these sets together because I found that the Reeves, even though they're not as vibrant, they add a good, if you're doing a tritone or tri-blend, they add a good, they're either a good transition color or the lightest shade or lightest tone. So I like these pencils too. This I bought at a stationer's. I think I've bought several open stock pencils there, including Prismacolors and some Derwent. And I thought, oh, I'll try this flesh pink Derwent watercolor pencil. It's just it's useless. I mean, it's like coloring with the Artist Loft watercolor pencils, and not the Fundamentals, the other ones. For Derwent, I was surprised at the poor quality of this. I'm glad I didn't buy more. And I don't think these are the Derwent Artist watercolor pencils. I think these are student grade. Because it just says Derwent Watercolor, Flesh Pink, 16. So those are that. Next, one of my newer sets in this cute UB case I got in the bargain bin at Walmart are Paul Cézanne watercolor pencils, a set of 24. And I have a set of their 72 regular pencils, so I thought I'd try these. And I like them. They're, in fact, I have two other sets I think I'll talk about now and show you some comparisons. This is the other set of artist grade or professional watercolor pencils I have is Prismacolor Premiere. I have the 12 set and I have some open stock. These are very vibrant. And I found that I prefer to use these taking color right from the tip or scratching a textured surface and use them as watercolor that way, because I don't find that they flow or get rid of the pencil marks as good as they should. I think part of it could be the pressure I'm using or the paper, but from my experience I found that they work better using them as more traditional watercolors. And these do have names. This is Spring Green. And these three I bought individually from the same stationers. This is a couple of grays and a violet. And I'll show you the swatch. Very vibrant. But that's Prismacolor for you. I have yet to find or hear about another pencil that's more vibrant than Prismacolor. And these are some swatches I did mixing the colors. So this 15 set I have goes a long way. And finally, before I show you my comparisons, talk about the last set I have, and this is a recent acquisition as well, the Faber-Castell Albrecht Durer 24 set, and I bought several open stock, some of which I'm currently using on a page from the Color It Steampunk right now, but I don't know, I can't say enough good things about these pencils. They were off to a rocky start. I was on the search of a good sharpener for these, because the ones I had seemed to want to chew them. So I ended up getting this sharpener here, and I still wasn't having much luck in that until I tried the biggest slot, and that seemed to work good. So I think problem solved. And this is a new case too. This I originally got this case for the Cezanne pencils, but there's no way I could fit 4 pencils in there safely without cramming them in or breaking something. So I keep my open stock Faber-Castells in here. So let me show you some swatches I did and some comparisons between the Cezannes, the Prismacolor, and the Faber-Castell. There we go. I use the primary colors, and on these 3 sets here I colored directly onto the paper, and this is mixed media paper, by the way. For those of you that are curious, 98 pound mixed media and Canson. So there's the swatches done with pencil directly on the paper. And for vibrancy, I gotta, say Prismacolor wins narrowly against the Faber-Castell, just narrowly. The Cezanne, as you can see, struggle a little bit to flow from the original pencil marks. And these middle sets here, I took color directly from the tip and applied it to the paper. And of course, a lot of vibrancy is lost doing it that way. And I probably brushed the tip between 6 and 8 times, probably. But I do find that for the Cezanne, that was a good method for these. You can see the color a little better. Now here, I did some mixing for the Cezanne. I did the red and yellow here, and the yellow and blue, and it ended up looking kind of muddy. And I tried to pick colors from each set that were the closest match. So it could be maybe I've got a warm yellow and a cool blue, And here I took the red and the yellow and layered them and then colored them in. Same thing with the Prismacolor, and you could see the difference, not just in vibrancy, but they do flow better. And the Faber-Castell wins in this category. I mean, look at that flawless, that seamless blend right there and here. I mean, even before you add water to them, on this, when I added the red, the yellow on top of the red, they were already showing up orange before I added the water. So I gotta say that I'm impressed with the Faber-Castells. I'm glad it was a good investment. So that concludes my watercolor collection. Thanks for watching.